This is LordEnedar, and I know it's been a while since I've recorded. So today I'm showcasing a server that I've talked about a lot. I'm gonna showcase the Valar Project, and with me today are some of the server's Valars, which are basically admins. So say hi, guys.
Hello.
Okay,
Sorry.
how's that?
So the Valar Project.
Yeah.
So the Valar Project is we're aiming to replicate the world of Middle Earth into Minecraft. Along it is a mod called the Awaken Dreams, which is created solely by one of our founders, Scribble Maniac. Unfortunately, he can't be with us today, but he works fearlessly on it on his own. But yeah, today we're just going to show you the spawn and hopefully a bit of the first part of the map that we started all the way back in 2012. So we'll get started.
So first, how about you guys introduce yourselves?
Go on, Gandalf.
I'm Gandalf. I'm an admin on the server, and well, not much to say really. I
Gandalf is a noble Valar, which is the highest rank available to players without being a special rank. Okay.
Tom, are you able to introduce yourself?
I'm Tom. Not really much to say about me either.
He's just a short and sweet. I'm Dreader4321. I am one of the co-owners, and I am King of Valar.
Okay.
So do you want to get started?
how long have you been here, Chris?
I have been here since 2013. 3 years.
Yeah.
So
I joined December 23rd, 2014. And I advanced 2 ranks in 1 day. So that was nice. And this is our this
You have nothing on Tom. Tom was like a Valar like 3 days in.
yeah. Thanks to you. So this
I should know. I promoted him.
this spawn
it's not what you know, it's who you know.
This is the server's current spawn. It's a big building. It has a lot of the jobs and blocks upstairs, but we're working on a new spawn since this one, as you can probably tell, is a bit outdated. Okay, so let's go up. Today we're probably just going to showcase the Shire and talk about the server to start. Okay.
So when you enter, you'll spawn in here, and you'll come the way that Lord's shown you, and you'll come to some stairs. You start heading up, but turn backwards. There are some signs explaining some of the parts about the server.
Okay. Hello there. Thanks for turning your head, if I can get up here. While climbing, press on the sneak button for the best experience. As you might know, this special server is modded. The mod adds many special features, such as Balrogs, dragons, and great battles, which neither of those we don't have Balrogs and dragons added yet, but they're being worked on. There are also things that are less awesome but still cool, like deer, NPCs, hobbits, men, and even frogs. There are also many awesome new items here. Among these there are weapons, materials, blocks, etc. Some of them are rare and not available for normal folk, like the Ring of Power, Glamed Ring, and so on. Ooh, I guess you should check how long you have gone. Only about 3 signs left. Are you excited? When you get out, you'll be rather close to Bag End. Almost there. Okay, this is when the real journey begins. Welcome to the Valar Project. So that's the introduction. I think it's a fine introduction. And this tree is actually, I have a chest hidden here, but we'll get to that later. So, this, as you can see, is the loveliest state of Bag End. So, you guys want to talk about when this was built and kind of the history the build has?
I mean, obviously it's quite an important build, as it is the home of Bilbo Baggins and Frodo Baggins in the Third Age. So I mean, a lot of work has been put into this one, especially. We've had about 3 different Baggins throughout the time of the server, and I definitely think this is probably the better one. So if you just show them inside.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this one in particular, I think it was built like 2 years ago. Sure. When was it? Very nice. A lot of rooms. I think there's Bilbo's room somewhere around here.
There's a lot of
This is-
studies, dining rooms, bedrooms.
This is what you'd expect.
Eventually, as one of the main aims of the Valar Project, if you don't already know, is to finally allow for a role-playing experience that isn't available in many of the with many of the Lord of the Rings servers, and here will be possibly one of the first quests you'll receive, and hopefully we'll be able to get Bilbo NPCs to give out this quest.
And we already have implemented a pre-questing system. I don't have an active quest since I've completed it, but just a test run of questing, we have a short quest that players can play. So let's talk about the mod itself while we're here in Bag End, which is where I actually first explored with the mod when I joined.
Okay, I mean, I think the mod is so large. I think that it probably will be able to fit on a completely different video. But
like if I just go through the search items, you can see all these many blocks, spawnings, random items. I like this design a lot. Just for an example.
And this is all. It all allows us to increase your pleasure and just make the world look better. As
Increase your pleasure.
Yeah.
that
That's
kind of came out wrong. But,
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
So we got search items. And who's name a Lord of the Rings character? Oh, I know one. Since this is Bag End, I'll spawn in Bilbo. There he is. And many of these,
Do you know who's? Oh, sorry, go on.
a lot of features are likely to change, but the NPCs designs are pretty good. Something that we will change, for example, our weapons. We have this glitch, like, look, if I'm holding a staff, it just looks like... And I guess it was fixed, never mind. What were you saying, Grid?
I was just about to... Was this one of yours, Gandalf?
No, that's accidental. He's Mateo.
Yeah, that's quite a good sprite, to be fair. Do you want to... Is this one of yours here?
No. It's still... It was nature. Like... But this was not one of my best.
Is this meant to...
This is Grimo
Is this
Wormtongue.
Grimo Wormtongue. Yeah, I can see that. So, I mean, as you can see, the Shire is a large place.
Yeah.
And there are so many different hobbit holes. And each one of them is an individual. Then none of them are spawned in. They're all handmade. And I mean, this took about 2 months to completely do this area. And we're still working on improving the Shire and Hobbiton in total in all its glory.
Hey, finish.
I mean, yeah. Carry on.
Can you explain what Bob type is?
No.
Okay.
I don't actually know what Bob type is.
That first impression there,
Yeah. I mean, if you come down to the tree where Bilbo celebrated his 11th birthday, his 111th birthday, 11th birthday. I mean, on his birthday, we actually celebrated it. I think it's in, not too sure, but we built a a similar stance to where Bilbo stood and had tents and fireworks.
Do you remember,
Quite
Dred, when we planted this in the chest? This
what was in the chest?
we found this chest that Gandalf put for roleplay, and we put a book 2 years ago.
Oh, right. I forgot all about that.
There are plenty of small Easter eggs throughout the world. Tried to make it interesting for when we do go to roleplay. I mean, we might be able to show you. I don't know if that would be cheating, but eventually we might be able to show you a small Easter egg. Not how to get to it, but we'll show you what is contained in these Easter eggs. They're just small new weapons, sort of stuff that will help you in your adventure.
Let's travel to the other side of the river and just go east from there. Go to the Green Dragon.
So obviously, if you don't know, the Green Dragon is where in the first movie where Sam, Pippin, and Merry are seen drinking. At the start, I believe.
And you guys.
And there's upside down sheep.
Yeah, that was from me a long time ago. You guys may be wondering how I'm going so fast. Once you rank up high enough, the plugins on the server have a /speed command, which lets you change your speed. And if you get a speed potion with this, you can go even faster.
So every building has an interior and an exterior, all detailed. I know everything can always be more detailed, but I feel...
And the builds in the Shire, as Dred said, they're some of the older builds. We have a lot of newer builds, which we will get to eventually, although maybe not in this episode.
Right. We showed them Bree.
Would we be walking to Bree? Because I know Bree is quite a...
Quite a ways down. But I think that's also an important thing to know, that it works almost everything major location.
And there are plenty of money.
If you don't want to.
I mean, when you first join, hopefully there will be a mod or an admin on that will allow you to have a tour, and they will show you the main points of interest.
Here.
And we'll tell you a bit more about the server, and hopefully rank you up so that you can get started, whether that be started on your roleplay or continue on helping us expand and rebuild Middle-earth, which again is our obvious aim for the end of this.
I'm gonna explain the ranking system, okay? So, when you first join, you start as a Snaga, it means a low goblin. It's like a goblin insult, basically. So when you're a Snaga, you're in survival mode. You can't really do anything, which is why you want an admin or mod, as Dred said, to be on, so they can promote you to an LOTR. An LOTR means a King of the Dunedain, and it is the first rank, which lets you do stuff. As an LOTR, you'll probably be given creative mode and allowed to help with projects. Then from there you become an Arfin, which means general. An Arfin, you can go into creative mode on your own. Then we had a rank called Turmahir, but it's removed. So from there you go to an Aran, where I am now. An Aran is a king. You get a lot more privileges. See, I have access to /speed, world edit, which is a world tool that we use. You can give people creative mode. You can just do a lot more stuff. It's like closest thing to being an admin without being an admin. Then there's Maiar, which Maiar are like Gandalf. They're spirits like Gandalf. If you know Lord of the Rings, you'd know what I'm talking about. They're like the Valar. They came from Valinor, but they were sent to Middle-earth. A Maiar, I'm not a Maiar yet, so do you guys want to take over from here?
Go on, Gandalf.
So Mire is basically just a step up from here. And that's probably it's a stepping stone to being stepping stone to be Valar. But that's where most people live. But I'm not quite sure fans path. But I do know that they that's the temp ban and kick stuff like that. But then there's Valar, which and that's the highest. Or not me.
Yeah, there's obviously I'm as King of the Valar, I was able to select 4 of the most skilled and people with the best knowledge of the server, the hard-working ones, the ones that have been with us for a long time, and I was able to promote them to Noble Valar. That is Gandalf himself, Rules 40, Recap, and Joni Pony. Yeah, Joni Pony is someone that created the launcher. I mean, you might have used that to install the actual mod. But they're all brilliant, and that's the highest rank, except for obviously the Prince of the Valar, which hasn't been given to anyone yet. That is still available. When we open the new server, we will choose one of the Noble Valars to be moved up into the Prince of Valar role. Then you've got King of Valar, which is myself. I'm the co-owner of the project. The server is I control what happens in the server, and then obviously Era Iluvatar, which is the god, the main creator of Middle-earth, the main creator of everything Lord of the Rings, and that is Scribble Maniac, who is the owner of the server, one of the founders, and is the owner of the mod, which is his.
Yeah. Eru is like Dred said, the god of Arda, basically. Scribble Maniac, who we usually just call Scrib. The server's original owner and founder was Nick Grell the King, and it was originally just a build server, and then Scrib came and made it into a mod. And for a long time, he's been the owner of the server. And Nick came back now, and we're having a major server update coming soon, which we'll probably talk about towards the end.
Right. So, should we move on from here? Should we start heading towards Bray, or should we just walk? Should we show them how the warp system works?
Yeah,
That'd be a good idea.
Let's go to the 3 farthing stone and show them like this sign. So we have Bywater, is where we just came from. Frogmorton's that way, and there's a sign that says "Welcome to Bywater."
So yeah, there's so many different Hobbiton villages that you can explore.
If you guys can, you should come online, and then you'd be able to explore a lot more than what we can cover here.
And eventually, if we do get into roleplay, which we're really hoping to, hopefully some of these, if you choose to become a hobbit, we'll be able to sell you some of these houses with in-game money that you earn from selling things that you like. If you farm, you complete quests, get money, you can buy yourself a house, buy yourself some storage place, and just help yourself in roleplay eventually for the future. I mean, somewhere down here is actually Nick Goss's house, I think. So everyone who becomes an admin gets to create their own house instead, and they don't have to buy it. So I mean, there's quite a lot of creative houses on the server already. But yeah, should we go to Breeze?
Actually, do you guys think? I say everybody do /speed 10, and we'll just fly over to Buckleberry into the Old Forest, and then we can end this episode and then start off in Bree next episode.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So yeah, let's head over to the Old Forest.
Okay, everybody meet above the stone. We have teleportation commands like a lot of servers. If I do /help, I can show you a few of the commands that we have. This is a favorite of Gandalf right here.
Oh,
Oh dear.
TNT does not work on the server, so, and that.
Thankfully. It could, yeah. We've had a few attempts at griefing and didn't end well, but thankfully we have some world backup sides, which has meant that we could just right the wrongs.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I have once like flooded the server.
I was just gonna say that.
Overusing a command, so it wasn't purposeful grief, but I mean, it happened.
Okay.
As you may notice, if you show them, you know how leaves usually you can stand on leaves.
You can.
If you want to show them what the leaves do on this server,
The leaves are sticky.
leaves are sticky. So you'll fall through. They're like cobwebs, but I don't know whether they're slowing. So they're really annoying.
Especially
I don't know.
I think I have an idea. We should have like leaves that aren't sticking, leaves that are. So everybody
I completely agree with you there.
hover over the stone, and then we'll just fly over to the old forest. Gandalf Tom. So go to /speed. What speed should we go at? How about 7?
10. Just go 10.
Okay.
Hope we don't crash.
We won't crash. I've gone outside of the walls on 10. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
We just follow this road. I probably should know.
yeah.
That would be a good idea. Oh.
I'm gonna slow down
Oh,
every now and then to show some buildings.
As
This
you can see, the road block is a modded block. It's quite a nice block actually. I personally think.
this is Frogmorton that we're passing through here. That I'm passing through, I mean. So then there's a lot of forest. There's multiple paths. I've gone down at least 5 different paths that take you to the other side of the Brandywine. On this side.
Where's this one? Because as you can see, this is completely unfinished. So I mean, that's obviously somewhere that we need to work on.
This
I
is
think I found the road.
stock is that way.
Hmm.
There's also a bridge connecting this to the other side right over here. Okay. So then if we keep going this way, we reach the Brandywine Bridge. And this is the inn. The inn is actually quite nice. As are all the buildings. Pretty much all of our buildings we have a lot of detail inside of them.
I found it.
And you can even
What did you
change your
find?
walking speed.
Oh, great.
You are now leaving the Shire.
In. And yeah, do you want to show them? Okay, so you see these fields. There's a lot of them.
And this
The
is Crick
pain-
Hollow.
The pain me and a lot of other people have went through
I've never found Crick
plant-
Hollow.
to plant the seeds and then bone meal them. It's unbearable. I'm just glad that we don't have to do many more until we get to Gondor. But hopefully by that point, we'll learn how to use WorldEdit to create farms.
We can already do that.
And for those of you who maybe haven't read The Hobbit, Crick Hollow wasn't mentioned in the movies, in the Lord of the Rings, I mean. This is where Frodo stayed while escaping the Nazgul before he went into the Old Forest, which was also not in the movies, but it's a forest that they went through to get to Bree, basically. Although it's a lot more detailed than that. So if we go this way, we have the Old Forest, which is full of horns, which are living trees, who have gone evil because Ents have basically died out in that area. And that's Torbus.
Oh, Corbins.
Obviously, the Old Forest is. Do you want to? Are you able to show?
Yeah, I can go through it for part way. It's
Are you
very
able to show
viney.
them the Tom Bombadil's house?
Yeah. and then we can end up there. It's very
Yeah,
viney
so-
and has a lot of fungus.
Yeah.
You kicked him?
I be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll just do you want to show him how the warp system works so that we can?
Sure. Yeah.
So if we
So-
walk to Tom Bombadil's house, which I actually forgot on the warp because.
So the warp system, if you want to view the warps, just type /warp. Yeah, just /warp and then /warp 2, 3, and 8, and 5, 6, 7. We'll show you the rest of the list. So I think Tom Bombadil is Tom Bombadil.
That is the warp.
And this is all the way on the other side, quite a ways away from where we were. And another person, LOTR, who's an orphan.
Oh my wow!
We usually don't have this many people. We would have 7 people. We usually have 6-ish. This is quite a coincidence.
What's a coincidence?
So this is Tom Bombadil's house, as it is now. And yeah. Okay. So I think once I fly around, guys, we're gonna close it off here for this episode. This is Tom Bombadil's house. Next, right over there, this is the Barrow Downs, which we'll get to soon. So, do you guys want to say any finishing words?
No, I just think I think Lord will put in the description the IP to this, and hopefully we might see some of you on here. I mean, at the moment we're still going through some changes, but hopefully eventually we'll have it all sorted out and you can come on and you'll be able to enjoy a self-help build.
Yeah, that's the one thing I forgot. My nickname is Lord, not the singer. Just, well, that's what Gandalf named me after, but it's also because that. Yeah, Gandalf gave me that nickname on my second day, though. But so anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I know it's been a long time since I've posted, and I've had a lot of conflicts to post, but I hope to be posting more now. LOTR doesn't know what we're talking about.
We'll explain to him once we're gone. But yeah, so
Dread,
hopefully we'll see
MSG
you soon.
him. MSG him. I will leave the IP and link in the description to the new website that we have, which is actually nice. A quite nice website. Yeah. So, I hope to see quite a few of you guys on here soon. And I think this went well for a first episode. Okay. So, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.